Hey guys, Dr. Adam here, and with the boss lady,
Hello.
Kaylin, and we're super excited today to share with you some exciting news about February for the office. We are doing an awesome fundraiser for not just somebody, but they're my cousins, and they're pretty amazing people, and they're doing some amazing things for some families here in Georgia. And we just wanted to share them with you guys, and then talk about how we're going to promote them in the office. As you know, every year for February, we do a fundraiser. Last year was Hearts Against Hunger. This year is for an awesome organization called Funding Love, and it's a group that supports adoptive families here in Georgia and allow families to have bonding time and do some really cool things. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But what we're going to do this month is normally a new patient exam can be up to $300.
Yeah.
And so this month we're going to do it for only $50. And what that allows us to do is help you and your family out, but also help out an awesome organization. So 100% of all proceeds this month from new patient visits will be going to Funding Love. And so I want to introduce to you guys my cousins, Tim and Mallory Elrod. How are you guys doing?
Hi, we're doing good. Thank
doing
you
great.
so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah. Tim and I have been cousins our whole life, you know. So
Since day one.
yeah, since day one, the good, bad, and the ugly, right? And we grew up together, and we've been through a lot together as a family. Some awesome things and some tough things, and it's really amazing to have great family in your life that we can rely on and stay supportive with. And so, you know, February is the month of love, and for a lot of people, it's romantic love. But this is not about romantic love. This is about family love and sharing that for some people in our community. So what I would love to do is just ask you guys a few questions about Funding Love and about you guys, and we'll go from there. Is that cool?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, tell me about you guys. I know you guys have adopted, and tell me about that process and why you guys chose to adopt.
Yeah, so I think I'll take that story away because I always wanted to adopt. So it was something we discussed when we were dating. And then we have 3 biological children. So after the 3rd was born, we knew we wanted about 4 kids. So we were like, now's the time if we're going to adopt. So we just really feel like it was something for us as believers that the Lord placed on our heart, that we've always felt really passionate about. And then walking through that process, we really became more passionate about birth families and about adoptive families and coming along and supporting adoptive families post-placement. Because when we walked through that journey of adopting our son, Mason, we realized there was so much support on the front end. And then afterwards, after finalization, everybody's just kind of like, yay, congratulations, you're a happy family now. And for a lot of adoptive families, it's not that situation. You know, you have to bond with someone that's not biologically yours. And then there's different avenues. We did infant adoption, but if you do international or foster to adopt, sometimes it comes along with a lot of pain and trauma that you have to work through. And so we just became really passionate about coming alongside adoptive families post-placement. So that's really how Funding Love was born.
It's interesting because you don't really think about that process if you haven't gone through it. And there's also the aspect, I think, of introducing another child into the family in a different way than other children have been introduced. So it's just a lot of things that you wouldn't normally think about.
Yeah. And just the whole side of, you know, all these kids come from troubled homes or a lack of support and maybe health issues, things like that. And that's a big thing that you take on as a family too. And that's a big deal. And I think even like pregnancy, like everything talks about up to the birth. Well, after that's when most females have issues.
You're on your own.
You're on your own now. You get this baby and
true.
figure it out.
As long as you have a car seat, you can go home from the hospital, and it's fine.
Yeah. So, you know, I think adoption is kind of that same way. Everybody's like, we talk about the up to it, like raising the money and the time and the doing all the site visits and all the things. But then what? You know,
Exactly.
you have a kid in your family and good luck. You know, so
Exactly. Yes.
that's awesome. And then Mason's such a good kid. You know, you guys have a beautiful family. And
Thank you.
so tell me about Funding Love. I know you guys, obviously from behind you guys are Disney freaks. And slightly, you know, Kaylin's been like 30 times. I think
Well,
you guys
I
have
think
been,
that's how Mallory and I first really connected.
yeah.
That mutual love for Disney.
Absolutely. I know, obviously, Tim, you guys are, you work with Travel Mason, which is a pretty awesome company too. Can you share that a little bit?
Yeah, so I am a travel agent, and the agency that I work for, we are an earmarked agency by Disney. So we specialize in Disney. We do everything. But yeah, we're a big Disney family. So that's safe. You know, it's funny because we always talked about it. We knew that we loved Disney, and we always had this dream of like, I think we want to help send families to Disney, but we had no idea like what does that even mean? You know what I mean? Like, because there's so many amazing organizations out there, whether it's, you know, Give Kids the World or Make a Wish or whatever that help do that, but it's from a different angle, obviously dealing with children who have, you know, illness or whatever. And so once the idea of the two passions merged, it was just kind of a light bulb went off.
Yes. So at Funding Love, we send adoptive families on all expenses paid, all inclusive Walt Disney World vacations to grow their bonds together as a family. Because as a Disney family, we realized like Disney has such an impact on who we are as a family. When we are there, we disconnect from, you know, work and school, and we're able to just have fun together. And we realize that family bonds grow best when you're having fun and you're focusing on one another. And there's no better place to do that than Disney World. And so that is really kind of where this idea came out of. It's like, if we're passionate about adoption and we're passionate about investing in like the family unit, then it just made sense to incorporate that with Disney. Yes.
You guys started it. I actually contemplating adopting just to be able to have a trip to Disney.
We joke about that with Adam, who's our agency owner. They adopted a little girl. She just turned 1. And they go all the time too. Obviously, they're pass holders and whatever. And he joked, he was like, "So can we apply for a trip now?" I was like, no, I don't think so.
Not quite. Yeah.
No.
You're cut out.
Yeah.
And so with Funding Love, what does that entail? I know you're talking about a trip to Disney. Is it for the whole family? Is it for part of the family? How does that work?
How long is the trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So
and some of that's kind of morphed. I would say the last 2 trips, we've really, with the help of our board, we've narrowed down like what it is that we offer and provide.
Yes. So our mission with Funding Love is to create post-adoption experiences that strengthen bonds, build community, and just leave the family walking away feeling restored. Because a lot of these families, they do walk through hard things, whether, like I said, going through trauma with their child or disabilities or just becoming a new family unit as a whole. And so we really want to give them that chance to feel restored and reconnect. And then our vacations that we send them on, they travel with other adoptive families. So we love that they're able to build community and meet people that have walked down the same path that they've walked down. There's so much value in finding people that know from a firsthand basis what you've gone through. And so we're really passionate about building that community too. So basically on our Funding Love vacations, they're there for 5 nights, 6 days.
Wow.
They get to go into all 4 Walt Disney World theme parks. It covers all of their meals and their snacks. They get gift cards for souvenirs. They get to stay on property at a Disney hotel. And then we just, on our last trip, started a program called the Magic Maker program, which basically means we send other vetted Disney experts that are passionate about passionate about adoption. And they come alongside the families, and they're basically like their personal tour guides in a sense. So they help them figure out where they need to go. They help assist them. Like on our last vacation, one of the moms dropped her magic band and lost her magic band. And for someone that hasn't been to Disney, it can be like, oh my goodness, what do I do? So our magic makers come alongside them and help them resolve any issues, because we want them to just have a stress-free, seamless experience with their family where they can really, live out that mission that we're trying to create of strengthening their family bonds while building community with other adoptive families. And so the testimonies that we've had back, we have sent a total of, I believe, 11 adoptive families on like 4 or 5 vacations now. The numbers aren't coming to me off the top of my head, but the testimonies that we have had come back from these families that have gone on Funding Love vacations has been truly incredible. I mean, they've had a blast because you're in Disney World, and who wouldn't? But we had one mom, Savannah, she's a single mom that had adopted out of foster care, say that her son was able to like break down walls and open up with her. She said that in like one day in Hollywood studios, they were able to accomplish more than they could in like a month of therapy. And that just means so much to us. And it shows that there's so much value.
Awesome.
There's so much value in getting away on a family vacation. And a lot of people just can't afford to do that. So we are so blessed and honored to be able to come along and partner with people like you to make experiences like that happen.
Because I feel like too, because so many people want to go to Disney, but it can put stress on you because it is a financial chunk. So I think that's so amazing that they can be there stress free. That's probably one of the best memories they'll ever make on that day. So those 5 days, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's the goal.
That's the goal.
As you guys know, going through adoption is not cheap. It is stressful. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot out of the family. And I think and then the last thing you can do is go spend money on a vacation, and it's like, but it's such a huge thing because you don't have to worry about work or school or the logistics of the day-to-day stuff, and you can just play and have fun. I think Disney, even though I'm not a huge Disney fan, but there is something magical about being there, and it just brings that joy out of, especially kids. They come to life in that place. And
I love it enough for the both of us.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I love it because they love it.
It's okay, Adam. We'll come with us and we'll change your mind.
Exactly.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. We'll
I
do that. How about that? But we really appreciate you guys and what you're doing. And I know these families, it's life-changing for them. And we're so excited to support you guys this month. And where can people find more about your organization?
Yeah, well, they can follow us on our social media outlets. We have a Facebook page, we have an Instagram page, and they're just at Funding Love, or they can visit our website. It's just fundinglove.com. So
Awesome.
We'll
link everything in there. And we just appreciate your time, and we'll connect soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye.